Hello, good afternoon. This is Donald Williams. Where am I? Fort Bliss, Texas. Um, yeah, so a lot of this is a fun class. I didn't really know what to expect, but I've been interested in teaching online. I do currently teach face-to-face, and there's a lot more that goes into online teaching and designing classes and engaging students and just getting the whole class prepped. But this class definitely, EDLT 560 has been been learning a lot, and it does involve quite a bit of material and the engagement of the students, of different the instructor, different roles we play. We've been introduced to a lot of the different stages of engagement in this class thus far. I know we still have some more to go, and look forward to the rest of this semester. We started off the class with introductions, and where we had to become a superhero, which was a lot of fun. It was different. It was a different type of icebreaker, which always that definitely does set the tone for the class, which is very important, especially when a number of students, that might be their first time doing an online class. So again, that was definitely an icebreaker. Those are really important. Many students aren't familiar with the technology that's available. A lot of them have been in traditional face-to-face classes as maybe their first online course. So again, easing them, getting them comfortable with others in the class as well. So that was a really fun way to get all the students engaged, responding to one another, looking at all the different just imaginations that people had, and not make it such a dull and boring place, because again, it can be, and then you can make it fun, as long as the students are learning what they're intended to be learning. They're meeting the course objectives, and they're how they demonstrate that and how you do that. It's kind of free to do it in any way, and if you make it fun and interactive, and that's always going to be more students are going to be more likely to want to participate. They'll still get the same thing out of it, actually maybe even more, because it's more exciting if they can relate to it. And definitely you want to be sure to make it applicable, because we're getting ready for the real world. Really the online world is expanding, and ensuring that students are comfortable with all the different things associated with online learning is going to be important. We've been introduced to various methods of communication, whether that's Skype, Twitter was really cool. I mean, I have a Twitter since 2009, but it is an important tool. Skype has been another tool, and then the Canvas system, the learning management system, has been really where we do pretty much where the classes run. But some external tools, one of the Connect ones, where we do the synchronous live conferences, which is definitely beneficial. Now, that can pose a challenge, and a lot of times when those are because in online courses, people may be taking them for numerous reasons. Why? Because their schedule is all over the place. People can be around the world and taking the classes, so they're in different time zones. So again, to get synchronous meetings done sometimes is a bit of a challenge, but I like the way the flexibility was in this course, and also my EDLT 575, where there were live synchronous, at least at the beginning of the semester, conferences, but they were also recorded so you could view at a more convenient time if you were not available. So definitely having flexibility, and still not excluding anyone from anything, is also important, because you want everyone to feel included as well. So again, all the different communication, all the different tools, all the different medias and multimedia that's out there is incredible. I am familiar with some of them I've never heard of, some of them I am learning how to use, and that's really what this class is really encourages students to learn some new technologies and be able to you don't have to use all of them, but at least be familiar and see what does work for you, what works for your class, what works for your students, what you're able to understand. And going into that more, our groups. We work in groups, and again, online learning and communities need group work. It does, again, in the real world, we do work with groups and interacting with one another, playing different roles, whether they're the leadership role, whether that's some type of participant, an active learner. Again, all of them are important. So and again, no role can be restricted to anything. So and all those activities, there were various ways to do our group activities. So we did fun activities with Twitter, with communicating via Skype. My group has done text messaging. We got to use the Google Docs. So again, all the different ways to engage the online learner. A lot of cool tools that are out there that we can utilize that will make things a little bit easier, flow a little bit smoother, which is always great. Like the professor, the instructor at the beginning was more of a trying to introduce herself and the course, but really after probably the first adventure, it's pretty much been more student-led, but instructor isn't necessarily like a lecturer, and this is again having students engaged and reading and doing the different activities is always going to keep them interested and continuing in the class. So again, the different roles, this class, what do I expect to continue on the rest of the semester? Again, with the groups that we have been assigned, or actually no, we partially picked them and then partially assigned them, but I have a great group. We all are crazy busy with life, but I think the rest of the semester, what it holds for me in terms of the group work will be, a little bit more, there'll be a little bit more communication needed, because the assignment's going to be much larger. It's a project, and so I'm looking forward definitely to working more with them. So it's been a challenge, and I think it'll be exciting. It'll be a great time. It'll be this class definitely is helping me actually not only preparing me for online teaching, but it's also helping me with my face-to-face courses that I currently teach, because that's important. There's going to be a lot of concepts from this online teaching and learning graduate certificate program that I will take and utilize, and I've already started applying some things this semester with my course. So there's just so much. There's so much to consider when preparing an online course, when engaging the students, ensuring that you're clear with everything, that take it from the learner's perspective. Again, we may feel as instructors, oh yeah, my instructions make sense. Well, I also have to reflect and make sure that for the students are able to understand and that it is clear. And there's multiple ways of doing that, and also having the quality matters rubric used. And so I look forward to the rest of this semester. Should be exciting, and look forward to the rest of this program next semester and the capstone in the summer.